Hi guys, and we are live at this point. And as you can see over here, I have the koi fish, which I'm going to start painting up. Thanks for everyone who's joining in. And I can see we have a couple of people already in. The 3D painter, Iron. Hi, Blade Master. And as I mentioned earlier, today is going to be the focus on the koi fish. And on this one, I'm actually going to give some really nice color. Everybody who painted up this model, they always kind of just made it gray. I wanted to make a little bit more iron, a little bit more different. So I'm going to start working on that. And I have some things in my mind what I want to do with it. And we're just going to start painting and see where are we going to go slowly. Now I'm going to show off the torso. I'm going to show off the original one, and I'm going to show on hi Penny Stream. So this was the original torso with the original head, and this was the position that he was looking into. And this is the one that I made. So I used a different head, as you can see, guys. It's much better looking as well. So yeah, I'm really proud how this one looks compared to the original one. It's not a bad sculpt, but it's I don't know, something it's off about his jaw. Just doesn't look right. Okay, and the hair for this one as well. And as I mentioned it in the previous video, the hair I just made it simple black, and I really like how it came out. It's really similar. This one, the one in the front, has the same thing as well. Yes, so I'm gonna use some yellow, orange, and this turquoise. So this will be something experimental. Now, I know when you say all these colors, they maybe don't look by book, they don't go together, but actually, they're gonna go really good with the purple that I already have on the base. So that's a starting point, and we're gonna go from there and see how it comes along. And once everything is done, don't forget, guys, you can always go back and repaint everything if it's needed. So I'm not worried about that at all. If it's something that I don't like, I can always restart the whole process. And now I'm gonna start with the purple, with the turquoise. Those gonna be mostly on the fins. And how are you guys today? How it's your day so far? I have to say, today was a really nice day, a really nice, relaxing day for me. I really enjoyed it so far, and I'm planning to enjoy it for the rest of the day, especially the streaming part. Hi Sim, how are you? And I'm already having ready the next model for print that I'm going to paint up. And it's going to be an X-Men. So we're gonna do some superhero back again. I didn't paint up an X-Men for some time, so actually really happy. And the Phoenix is one of my favorite X-Men characters, so doing a Jean Grey, it's really, really awesome. Now the koi fish, this one has some cracks in it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do the cracks. I was thinking maybe to do them purple, uh, but we will see when I get there. But so far, the idea is to do the cracks purple. By the way, guys, if you remember how I done the base, there will be a couple of facts over here. So there will be one here, one there, one here, and I think that's it. So we'll be a couple and one here. So we'll be a couple of purple effects over the fishy as well. So that's why I was thinking to do the cracks with purple. It's almost like the purple power. It's like ripping the koi fish apart in a way. Koi fish. Now the fish itself, the scales, they will be mostly white, but then I'm going to go with some yellow and some orange between them. Ah, thank you very much for joining in. Much, much, much appreciated. Uh, I'm curious what your next model is. So when you're ready to share, please let us know. I'm trying to mix up a little bit what I'm doing. So I done two uh, video games characters, and then I done two anime characters slash manga. So now I'm gonna do properly two superheroes. Not 100% yet, but that's how it looks like it's going to go. And then probably gonna go back to again to video games and Now I'm not sure if I saved the picture scheme on my phone. I will have to look it up. The pictures that I'm going with. I have to see if I have the picture on my phone. Hi Bean, how are you? Ooh, nice. LA figures. I always like LA figures models. At the moment, he kind of stopped his Patreon, so I don't know what's happening. Probably he's just catching up on the models that he still has to finish. But I always liked his models. Also going with Tanuki's Sagot. Oh yeah, I like that one as well. It's really cool. Tanuki has a couple of figures that actually I would like to make this month. Probably I'm gonna end up doing the yellow Wolverine from Tanuki because I don't have a yellow Wolverine at the moment. And again, I really like X-Men, so I have to have a yellow Wolverine. At the moment, I just have a brown Wolverine. So I think I'm gonna go with that one from Tanuki. And then I really like Vincent from Final Fantasy from Tanuki as well. So because this one is so long, I'm gonna try to do the in two parts, kind of in a way. And this part over here, it's actually the tail of the koi fish. So I'm gonna try to do it in two parts, kind of. You will see how it works out. It's a little bit awkward reaching the parts a little bit with the paint. but it's okay. It's going to look awesome when it's done. So yeah, I know what you mean. So I'm gonna mask this one up when I'm doing the tail part. I'm at that moment. I'm just gonna focus to finish off all the fins. Then I'm gonna do the whole tail, and then I'm gonna come back and do the scales on it. So the scales will be the last part. Now I'm gonna go back and forth with some darker shade and some lighter ones as well. Yeah, Cat 3D is really good as well. They're really good studios, all of them. So if somebody wants to get into 3D printing, uh, Tanuki Figures, Z Studio, Cat 3D, they have almost everything that you need. And then there are a couple of specific ones. They are Wicked. They do mostly War or Marvel and TV and video games as well. And then you have Berserker that does DC mostly, and they have a different one with Star Wars. So those are all parts of Berserker in a way. So any of these will get you covered for some time. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go back and make sure that it's enough. Like the turquoise, it covers everywhere where I want the turquoise to be. So I'm just gonna go back and correct everything and just make sure I have it covered properly with the color. And then I'm going to load up the airbrush with a different turquoise, a little bit more darker, and I'm gonna hit it here and there a little bit. And after that, I'm gonna come back with some white as well. So will be a couple of steps to do this. At the moment, I just want to make sure that all it's covered properly. If you guys just joined in, thank you very much for joining. And today we try to finish up this part of the base. It's a koi fish and it's part of a statue that I'm working on. Oh, here I missed a part. It's from Jujutsu Kaisen. And I already noticed a couple of parts that need a little bit of a paint. And I'm going to twist it a little bit around and just keep looking for a spot that I may missed. So just want to make sure that everything is covered evenly. And as I keep looking, it's not bad, but it's keep noticing parts that maybe need a little bit more paint. So I just want to make sure that all of it is done. Okay, it looks good to me so far. So I'm gonna set it down a little bit, let it dry for a bit. I'm gonna even dry it with the airbrush, but before that, I'm going to clean out my airbrush from the paint. And I usually like to have a wet wipe handy so I can clean out my airbrush quite quickly. Just remove these parts that dry in. I'm trying to keep it away to go inside the airbrush because I don't want it to clog it. But I feel that something is already inside the nozzle. And it looks like it's working okay now, but if not, we can always come back and okay, and you can see guys over here, it's already a small piece that got stuck to the top part. Okay, so now this is done. I'm gonna so I'm gonna grab first the other color that I want to use. And it's going to be this one. But before I use the color, I'm going to try the part that I already painted up with a little bit of the hair dryer. And let me see if I have the picture from the... No, I don't have the picture. I'm gonna look up the picture and then I'm going to show it to you guys, the ones that I was thinking to kind of do in a way. Okay, then now I'm gonna thin down a little bit this paint. This is not for the airbrush, so it's a little bit more thicker. So this was kind of what I was thinking, but instead of the purple, is going to be the orange and the yellow, because we have the purple already on the... So it will be the orange, the yellow, and we have the purple in the base. So I'm going to add the turquoise to it. So as you can see over here, I have another picture somewhere. So yeah, I'm trying to do something like a mix up between these colors. With a little bit white in it as well. So guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Make sure you share what are you working at the moment or what you're planning to work on. We're more than happy and interested to see what you guys are planning to do. Now at the moment, this paint, it's so this is not an airbrush paint. So I'm going to make sure that it's not too thick when it goes through the airbrush. But I'm going to... Oh, okay, I have to go and get some air flow aid as well. Looks like I'm running out. 3, 4, 5 drops. I got 5 drops out of it, but I have to go and pick one of those up as well. So what's the aid flow will do, it will help you your brush to get the paint through. Most of the time that means you will not have your airbrush get stuck with the pieces. The paint just runs a little bit better. Now I don't have too much experience with this, so I cannot tell you exactly how it works. But from what I used, and I did use it because I went through this bottle, it helps the paint go to your airbrush. Sometimes I put a little bit in the airbrush before I put the paint as well, so kind of just run it through it. And now here I'm going to lower a little bit the pressure on the. Oh, and I put too much in the cup and now I'm spilling it everywhere. Okay, and now let's start applying this. Some parts are a little bit harder to reach. So you see, for example, here I done a little bit mistake, but I'm gonna come back and clean it up. Okay, this afro should help the paint go through, but it doesn't look like it. So as far as I know, Ron will back streaming today. If Ron, you're in the chat, let us know if you're gonna do it today or not. I know yesterday you just returned and you were really, really tired. Perfect. So guys, today if you have some free time on your hands after my stream, today Ron's going to be back, the 2D painter. So make sure that you check out his live stream as well. He took a little bit of a break, so let's welcome him back. Make sure you check out his stream as well. He's a great artist, and I'm pretty sure he's going to appreciate some love. And I'm pretty sure he missed you as well. Now the trickier part is the fins to do them in the backside. So that's why I actually preferred if this fin and this one they were separate parts. It would be a little bit easier to paint. I'm gonna try to manage it this way as well. And I'm going to do a quick refill of the paint. And I know I have a couple of drops when you mix your paint inside the airbrush, inside the cup, make sure you always run the airbrush properly, so the paint and the thinner mixes up correctly. So otherwise, the paint, because it's heavier, will go down, and the thinner is going to stay on top. And that's not something that you're looking for. Okay, and I think I got a little bit of problem over here. It's really hard sometimes find a proper angle to do the parts on the inside over here. Okay, looks so far good to me. I'm just gonna do it a little bit here and there. And just to make sure that paint goes everywhere where I want it. I chipped some of the paint off here by mistake, so I will have to do some fixing. But that's okay, that's no problem. And I will say that's okay for now. So I'm gonna come back with some white and start applying some white back carefully. I don't even know if I want to rest down the piece over here because I don't want it to scratch more of the paint up. So I don't know how the colors are coming out over to the camera, but in here in person they are really really nice so far. I will have to come back with the brighter color and just do a couple of corrections here and there, but that's no problem. Hi Swedish Forge, how are you? So nice of you to make it. Okay, so actually I'm gonna clean out the airbrush from this paint. And I think I have a like a semi-clog on the nozzle. Yeah, I definitely have a clog on the nozzle. Something is in there. So let's give it a quick clean. Force out all the paint that went in places they're not supposed to be. Hey, how are you, Jerry? Looks like today it's a full house. Everybody's here. Ooh, quitting smoking. That's a hard one. For me, it was the easiest to quit smoking. And if you guys want to know the secret, I can tell it to you. I never smoked. So yeah, don't start smoking, kids. It will not help you. You will just empty your pocket and fill your lungs with shit. So if I ever can give a good advice, yeah. So smoking, it sucks. When I was a kid, my dad used to be a chain smoker, so he would smoke a lot, a lot. So one thing that I learned from him that I don't want to smoke, and I'm kind of keeping to it. So yeah, this thing it really got something really stuck inside. I don't think Grumpy Red will start that Batman really soon because he's working on the current Batman, and then I know that he wants to do Conquest from Invincible. Yeah, this has lots of paint in it. Look at that! What's coming out here? Oh my god! So this was, you can see it over here on my fingers. This was in the nozzle, and it still has some of it inside. Of course, the paint didn't go through it. Yeah, I think the same, Ron. You should quit smoking as well. You just have to rip off the bandage and just do it. I know the first couple of months is really hard, but then once you over it, it's you just have to stay away. It's easy to give advice for me that on a bad habit that I never done. But imagine, guys, how many more figures, how much more resin can you buy for that money instead of spending it on cigarettes? Imagine how many more models you can actually make. So I'm trying to put on another glove now, but because my hands are a little bit sweaty, it's not that easy. If you're wondering what I'm doing on camera. So I have this done so far, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a hair dryer. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it, Swedish. All the money that you put away from the cigarette, you go get another printer that will be always a better thing. But I'm pretty sure the 3D printing, the resin one, it's not that healthy for us either. So, but I think it's better than the smoke, if you ask me. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure I'm qualified to. So now I'm going to use this white ink to. Ooh, this has some blue leftovers. Yeah, that's a really good conquest. Okay, let's try now again. So what I'm going to do now with the white ink, just go over on the bottom part of the fin. And then in the same time, I'm going to apply a little bit on the scales as well. That kind of works in my favor with the scale. I don't know how much you guys can see on the camera, but what I'm trying to do just to go on the bottom of the fins with a little bit of white. But then I realized I can do a little bit of the scales as well, so that will help me out. I was thinking to repaint the scales with just a brush, but if I can do it this way, that's great. Now what I'm doing over here, I don't want it the white to be just like a perfect line, so I'm gonna do a little bit of variance of the height of the white, how much I go up. Yeah, that those sound really addictive. And I know lots of Americans do it. Now, sorry guys if I don't talk too much. I focus a little bit over here because I don't want to overdo it. Because then I have to come back and I have to fix more than I would like to. So I'm trying to keep it low as possible. So what I'm gonna do here with the tail, let's say probably over here will be mostly white, and then over here will be the turquoise bluish color. Yes, and again, as I mentioned it before, it's gonna have some orange and some yellow in it as well, and then the whole thing with the purple. Uh, Now like when you imagine something in your head, uh, it should be looking really, really cool, but we will see in the final product. I put lots of time coming up with this color scheme because I want to do something a little bit more different. I saw a couple of people painting up this model and just leaving the koi fish like simple gray and just dry brush over it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, nothing against the artist, but I felt like they just kind of skipped on the koi fish. And I said when I'm gonna do this model, I'm gonna do it justice to it. It's a really really cool model. Now this model has a companion as well. So he has Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Because Gojo and Geto, they were like best friends. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna paint up that one at one point, but I'm gonna take a break between them. And when I'm going to paint up Gojo, I'm going to do on that koi fish. I'm going to do a different color. And thank you very much, guys. Thank you for your kind words. Much, much appreciated. And I have to say thank you to my wife as well, because usually when I choose a color, I get her involved as well. Her opinion does have an effect on what I'm choosing and how I'm doing it. So thank you very much for her as well to helping me out. Oh no, I did apply paint on this over here and didn't like it to dry. And because I used that shitty primer, I remove all the paint. You see, this is what I'm saying, Ron, about this primer that they just kind of peel off. So yeah, unfortunately this happened, so I'm gonna move away from this primer. Pretty sure I'm not gonna ever use it again. Ah, it's okay, it's an easy fix. Don't mind, it's just white. Yeah, but that's why I literally hate this primer. And I know, Ron, you told me to prime it black and go back white. Whoa, 13 hours, that's no joke. What did you do in the end, Swedish Forge? Did you do the translucent filament or you just went with normal filament? I know, Ron, you're over there and just saying, I was right, I told him. This is why I'm using Citadel Black Chaos primer in general. This is one of the reasons. That primer doesn't peel away. I've been using that primer for years and years and never, ever anything like this happened to me with it. So if that doesn't say something, but it's a bit expensive. So I'm trying to save some money here and there. So I had this primer and I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And this is what he got me to. Ah, okay. Always keep a wet wipe close. If you do a mistake and you notice it's straight up, you can remove it really easily. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna finish up this part properly, and then I'm gonna do the tail in on the second after everything gets maxed up. I don't want to do more damage if I don't need to. So here in a couple of parts, I removed some of the uh, primer, chipped away, but it's no problem. That will be an easy fix. And now what I have to do, so I'm gonna start painting up the scale back white. The only problem is it's really hard to hold this properly. I already airbrushed most of it up with white, but some parts they still need, because of the scale, some parts still need to be. I have to make this one easier somehow to hold it. Yeah, yeah. Take your time, Jerry. We know you're still in work, and we much appreciate you making it over here. Now, guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Uh, I'm gonna replace this glove because I have some sticky primer on it, and that will just remove more of the primer. So I will have to dry my hand a little bit. It's sweaty. And guys, if you're new in chat, you can say hi. You can put down the project if you're working on something, or you're planning to do something, or you're just here to learn. If you have any questions related to 3D painting and printing, go ahead and ask. We always love questions. I'm just adding a little bit water to my wet palette. Otherwise, they dry out really, really fast. And now I have to hold this fish in a way that I don't remove more paint and apply some white on the scales, because then I have to come back and do some yellow and some orange. And those are the two colors that they are hardest to get a nice coverage of it. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more white everywhere with the brush. Now I always already tried to apply a little bit back with the airbrush before, so now I have a little bit of an easier time. But this part will be a little bit time consuming anyway. I had a couple of ideas to do with the scales as well, but if I do choose to go with them, it will be really, really time consuming. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do it or not. If I decide to do that, it could be take weeks for this to finish up, which I don't want to spend more time that I need to. But I do want to make it look good, so we'll see when we get there if will be still something that I want to do. Now, sorry guys, if you don't see too much what I'm doing on the camera, I'm just reapplying white on the fish scales. I already did it with the airbrush as much as I could, so without touching the turquoise. And I hope, guys, you get to learn something from what I'm doing here. I really, really enjoy painting. And if you do like what I'm doing here, please give it a subscribe, a like. It does help out a lot. Now, it's just a small step for you, but it's a huge step for us. Sometimes the algorithm doesn't play too fair with the small creators. So we don't want to, but unfortunately, we do have to bag some for some likes and for some subscribes. And if you want to do an extra step, then you can leave a comment as well. Again, all of these things help out a lot more than you can imagine. So thank you very much. And of course, you can always share it with your friends and family. I'm trying to grow my channel. If somebody's interested in commissions, feel free to reach out and we can work out some deal, I'm pretty sure. Something that both of us will benefit from. Yeah. And guys, make sure that you check out other small creators just like me. I was trying to make everybody understand how much, if you try to get into this hobby, how useful it is to watch out other, look at other people as well, how they do the work. Now, don't leave yet, stay here. But after you're done, there are lots of creators, small creators out there that have amazing work. Uh, just a couple of them, top of my head. If I miss someone, please don't get offended. I'm just focused on the work, and at the moment I'm kind of on autopilot because I'm focusing on what I'm doing over here. We had the 3D painter, a really good friend of mine. He's doing similar things that I do, but he does it a little bit differently. So please check out his channel. He's usually streaming every day. He's going to be back streaming today. He was off for some holiday, well deserved. And we have the Grumpy Vet, Jerry. He at the moment didn't post any of his videos on the channel, but I know he's going to start posting them soon. So make sure to check him out as well. Give it a subscribe, and then as soon as he start posting the videos, you can find them and have a look. Then we have the Bean 3D. He's having a lots of cool project as well. Uh, Let me see who else we have. We have the Swedish Forge. At the moment, he's working on a life-size statue, and he will start posting videos of him as well. I already saw some of the pictures that he sent me, and it looks really, really cool. It's a huge Spider-Man, so I'm pretty sure all of you like Spider-Man. And now the new movie is coming out as well, so I hope I can watch it in time. Then we have the Penny Stream. He's working on some cool projects. He's between projects at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he will be up and painting in no time. Then we have the older Painter Man. He just started some time ago, Chris. He's really new. but he's really, really good at what he's doing. So you can check him out as well. And there are many more out there, guys. And again, if I miss someone, I keep saying that I'm gonna do like I scroll through on the live stream. So I'm gonna do that at one day when I have some free time. Today, before I start streaming, I was preparing the next print. I always like to leave my prints to dry for a couple of days. So this one, I just got the files. So unfortunately, it will be one of those quick prints, and then we'll have to start working on it. And it's Jean Grey from the X-Men, and it's from Polymine Studio. So that will be my next project on the stream. We need some superheroes. I've been doing other type of characters for the last couple of streams. So I want to go back to roots. I started with superheroes, and I kind of miss them in a bit. So okay, Bean, hope to see you soon and have fun. And again, guys, make sure to check out the Bean 3D. And I started removing more of the primer, and I really don't like this primer. Now I know why I didn't use it for some time. And to be honest with you guys, I'm going to try to stay away from it. Oh, you're back. Sorry. I fall a little bit behind with the chat. I was thinking that you have to leave the stream, Bean. So, Bean, what are you working now? How is going with Bumblebee? Are you gonna start it, or are you gonna put it aside for now? You're not happy with the paint, maybe? Tell me. Tell me what happened. You look excited. Ooh. Are you gonna stream it, or are you gonna make a video about it? Ooh, 2.5 weeks. Ooh, that sounds good. I mean, I'm on leave for some time now, so I almost covered all of the scale mostly. There are small parts here and there that I have to go back and give a second coat, kind of in a way, to make the coverage a little bit better. I've been doing this with a small brush as well, so I don't make a mess. I have to have a bigger brush here somewhere. Oh no, this is making the whole thing green. No effing way. Now again, as I mentioned, if I didn't have these two things, ow, these two things up here, these two only. If there were separate parts, this would be way, way easier to paint. Now it's a little bit harder because these are part of the sculpt. But probably if I do the other one, I'm going to remove them on the other. I'm going to make them as a separate piece. I do that with my project. Sometimes I do extra cuts. And if anyone is interested, let me know. Okay, and I'm gonna try this a bit with the hairdryer and then see if I have to redo some of the white. So I do the extra cuts in now mostly in ZBrush, but I still do some cuts and keying in mix mesher as well. But mostly in I working with ZBrush, not Blender. I tried Blender; it was a little bit harder for me. Ooh, I just hit it here. No problem. I'm gonna come back and fix up anyway some of the. Okay, and I'm gonna start doing the orange. So I have this orange over here. I'm not sure if this is strong enough, and I should have some other orange in the house, hopefully. I have a fiery orange, so which is way darker. And let me see what I have in the back over here. So yeah, I have a couple of oranges, and let's see. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that was cool. So I have three oranges. Now, Ron, you see, you asked me the other time with the bottles, what bottles did I buy for my Citadel? And you see, these are the bottles that I bought from the internet, and they are really, really bad. So I will advise everybody to kind of try to stay away from this. So this is the size difference between them, as you can see. And these ones, the cap, it breaks really easily, and then the whole paint just dries out. So actually, I'm gonna start with this orange and see how it goes. Now I'm gonna take my good brush and just start applying a little bit to see what it comes out of it. Now I have a picture, a reference image, like how I kind of want to do it. So I'm gonna go back and forward to have a look. This will be so much fun, guys. I already can feel it now. If the candles in dark side made me lose my mind, I don't know what this will do. Now, if you're wondering why I'm just not painting over, so the scale have these little edges, and I'm trying to leave those ones white. I just want to do a couple of them like this and see how they look. That I'm making a little bit more carefully. So imagine if I have to do all of this way. Now, I'm not going to do all of the fins, but still it will take some amount of time to do all of them. I'll have to watch out with the brush so I don't apply orange in the places I don't want to. Ooh. I have to find a faster way to apply this paint because otherwise I'm gonna be here for some weeks. Now again, I'm not gonna do all the scales, so don't get me wrong, but I mean still. And here on the hat, I'm just gonna do like a nice curved shape of the orange. But over there, maybe I'm gonna use a little bit the darker orange. So I'm gonna tape up a pattern. Well, actually, I cannot even tape it up here because the tape will take off the primer. So I'm actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to mask it up in a certain pattern and then just apply with some airbrush. I have to say, guys, this is not as easy as it looks. If I want to keep the scale end of the scale white, I will have to come back and fix them up a little bit here and there. Yeah, this will take some time. Now, guys, if you're just joining in, thank you very much for joining. Make sure that you hit that like button before you leave. It's much appreciated. And make sure to check out my main channel, Gambit Neo. You can find me on Instagram, Gambit Neo1. If you're interested in any of the models, or would you like to do a custom statue for your loved one or for yourself, reach out to me in private and we can talk about it and see if we can find a way to make it happen. As soon as I move out of the parts where is the fin, ooh, it will be a little bit easier to do the scales. Now after this, after I'm doing the orange one, I'm gonna do a couple of yellows next to them. What happened, Ron? Did you drop it? Oh, that happened to me once or twice as well. And usually happens when I'm rushing to do something. Unfortunately, this is how I have to do all of it. And then I'm gonna come back and just correct a little bit here and there, the small mistakes I made. If I wanted to make it look good, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of them more here on the inside. I'm trying to hold this so you can guys see as well, but I have to see it. So it's really hard to find the right angle. Again, everything is a little bit harder because of the two fins, so that will made everything much easier to paint. And probably I will be halfway done with it if they were separate pieces. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna ever do the Gojo one. I'm just going to cut the fins off as separate parts and just key them up. Okay, so this is going to be the orange on this side, and I'm gonna call it done in a way, and then I'm gonna come back with some yellow and apply some yellow here and there. And now we'll have to finish up this side as well. And I already got a thumbs up from my wife, so she likes it. Oh yeah, but it's the the paint paint on it. It's time consuming, and then I have to come back and correct maybe the little bit the white on the edge. So I want to keep the white between the scales. And again, it will be so much easier if the two fins were not there. And because it has a long, really long tail as well, I'm just keep pumping it in left and right a bit. So hopefully I'm not gonna make too much damage on it. It will be much easier if I just paint it all over the thing as well. Whoa, did it even arrive yet? That's supposed to arrive like a week ago, if I'm not wrong. Remember, I told you whenever I buy anything from Germany, it stays along in customs for some reason. I don't know why. And I live way closer to Germany than you do. When I'm not doing the scales on the fins, it actually goes really fast. It's not that bad. It's when I have to work under it. It's the one that. Okay, so now I'm gonna change out to yellow. And then probably I'm gonna come back and apply a little bit more orange here and there if it's needed. Where is my yellow? Got it. Did he not give you a tracking number or something, Ron? Usually Germans, they're really good. Usually. And here we go. We keep bumping into everything. Now, oh, okay, it's Etsy, yeah. Yeah, I remember now you told me you got it from Etsy. I did try those to buy those to make myself, and probably I don't have the right printer for the thing. I got the paper, the sheets for it, but it didn't work for me. But could be my printer is just an old printer that doesn't. Maybe you need a specific printer for those for the decals. The one I tried, it didn't work. So Ron, I already know what I'm going to do when you go live stream soon. And oh, got the wrong paint. I'm going to fix up all the small mistakes I made over on this one. Now, let's go back to the yellow. I made a small mistake over there. I will use the orange instead of the yellow. Yeah, I was the same. I was looking down for them for some time now. I know ground affected. It's using them time to time. I don't know if he still does it, but I know he used it at one point. But he was printing it out himself. But I think now he's just painting up the eyes. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, and I'm gonna try to do. Sorry, guys, if you don't see too much. It's really hard to paint it and keep it under the camera as well. I'm gonna do a couple of more the yellow ones inside there under the fin, and I have to correct a couple of them out a little bit with the white as well. So I'm gonna do that off camera. That will take some time, and then I have to fix up all the parts in the back and some of it over here as well. Some of the paint chipped off, and then I hit a couple of the fins inside the magnifying glass, like over here. So I'm gonna spray back a little bit the all the colors, just make everything look clean. Okay, so I think this side is going to be just fine like this, and I'm gonna start doing the other side. I have to say, guys, this is really so much fun. So if anybody's interested in this model and want to do this, just reach out to me and I'll let you know where you can pick it up. Now, I'm not selling the file. I'm just passing to you, to the customer, to the sculptor that he made the file. And I have to say, it's a really nice one. Now, the scales over here, it's a little bit more time consuming, I have to be honest with you. But otherwise, it's a really amazing sculpt. And I did have to change out the head sculpt. It's a decent head sculpt, but I did like better the ones I used. I showed it off at the start of the video if you're interested to see the difference between the two of them. It's just my choice to go with a different head. Now I hope you guys didn't get bored of this because this is gonna last for some time now. But I'm gonna do most of it off camera, so I'm gonna catch up a little bit over there. So next time when I'm coming back, we actually going to work on the sculpt itself. On the maybe on the probably on the tail part. And not on the scales. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. And guys, I'm almost done over here. Don't leave yet. We still have some time to spend together. But after this, Ron, the 3D painter, is going to live stream. So make sure that you hop over when he starts streaming and give it a like to his video as well. But before you leave, make sure that you give a like on my video as well. The YouTube algorithm loves these likes and everything, and we want to stay in the good grace of the algorithm. Unfortunately, I find that the YouTube algorithm sometimes prefer AI slop or bigger channels, and the small channels got left behind in a way. So you giving a like or sharing it with your friends and family helps out a lot, and we are really, really appreciative of that. So please do that if you don't mind. And again, share with your friends and family. We are trying to grow the channel, and you sharing it with your friends and family and give it a like, it helps out tremendously. So thank you again. So guys, don't forget I'm streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So always check back. I'm streaming at 7 o'clock London time. So I hope to see you on my live stream again. I'm trying to post it every time I go live on my Facebook and on my Instagram. You can check out my other social medias as well if you're interested. You can find me on Instagram on GambitNeo1, and you can see all of my work over there. And if you like something and you're interesting, send a private message and we can see what we can work out maybe. Or if you want to do a custom statue for somebody, again, I do commissions as well. Okay, so I'm gonna apply a little bit more yellow over there, and that will be kind of done. with the scales. Here we go. And now what I'm going to do, so the stones will be painted up. The tail is going to continue the same as the fins. There's going to be a little bit white over here, and then it's going to come the darker turquoise, and then it will be the bright one. So I'm going to do the same thing. Somewhere from here, I'm going to do the whole turquoise. But first, I just want to fix up these small patches over there that the primer went away. Unfortunately, I used this primer, which I'm not happy that I used it. So it's the one from Vallejo, and I used the white because I want it to be easier for me to paint up the orange. And yeah, I'm not happy about it. It's not a good primer. Lately, I'm just using the Citadel Black, Chaos Black, the Rattle Can, but those ones are a little bit expensive. So yeah, this hobby it's not cheap. So if you want to do more work as well, you can support me by on the Patreon or becoming a member on YouTube, whichever suits you better. I know some places don't allow the people to join on YouTube as a member. So for those ones, you can support me on Patreon if you want, but if you're not, just give it a like and subscribe on my channel, and that will help out enough as well. Okay, and I'm gonna do another one over here. And I'm gonna call that done. I'm gonna come back and retouch a little bit. It will be easier to do it off camera a bit, so I'm gonna do all of that. And next time when you guys gonna see it, I'm gonna work on the head. So what I'm gonna do now, after I fixed up everything, I'm gonna give a clear coat of varnish, so I just protect everything. So next time I can tape or mask up the head with some putty and then do the orange on the head over here on the forehead. So I'm gonna do a pattern in a way, and then I'm gonna do the eyes and then the tail. So that will be all next week. No, not next week. Next stream. So that will be on Friday. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. Again, check out Ron's stream. He's gonna start very soon. And hope to see you on the next one. And enjoy.